Hi, and welcome to the next Activision project. This video will cover scope of work at Best Buy. Project dates for this service are from July 26th through July 28th. The main purpose for your visits to stores is because Destiny 2 beta is over, so the pre-sale cards that are currently at Best Buy stores are no longer valid. For this project, we are shipping a box directly to your house on July 25th via FedEx Priority Overnight. What that means is that some of you will receive this box before 8 a.m. or 10 a.m. and in some very rare cases, if you live in a rural area, you will receive it in the afternoon or even in the evening. So please make sure to double check the tracking number on your work order on July 25th in the evening, and FedEx will give you an estimated time of arrival of this box. Once you receive this box, you will want to open it. Once you open the box, make sure to check the box contents. You will receive one poly bag with the manual approval pages, some dummy cards, the new pre-sale cards, and an SD card with an Allen key. And you will also receive the left and the right side panels for this display. For the purpose of this video, the assets or the artwork are still confidential, but what you will receive will have the actual artwork for this display. You will receive one manual for the whole project and one approval page per store. If you lose or something gets teared up, all documents will be attached to your work order. If you are also doing scope of work at Target, the manual for Target will be included with this shipment. If you are doing Target scope of work, refer to a different video for that scope of work explanation. Let's go over the manual. There's a new call out on your first page. It says use exit doors to enter Best Buy stores. This way you're not triggering the customer counter that is set up on the entrance doors. So please use the exit doors to enter the Best Buy store. Upon arrival to the Best Buy store, you will want to sign in into Lilo. Make sure to follow the process outlined in step 1 to log in. Remember that Best Buy is auditing us logging in and logging out. Last time, about 20% of providers did not successfully log in or did not successfully log out. We want to decrease that percentage as much as possible. If you do not have your Lilo credentials, reach out to projects@instorefocus.com with your date of birth and your full name, and we will create a username and password and email it back to you. For security purposes, we're not allowed to do this over the phone anymore. Please do this before the project starts. For each store visit, we outline here the required materials. We have them here. We have the left and the right side panel for this display. We have an SD card and an Allen key. This is slightly different. Before we ship you a USB stick to update the media player, but this time around we're replacing all SD cards with a brand new SD card. So you'll be simply doing a SD card replacement. You have a dummy card. Now, if you're doing 20 Best Buy store visits, we only send you 10 of these cards because we are assuming that most of the stores will have these game titles on the sales floor, so there won't be a need for these dummy cards. But in some cases, you will run into stores that have high theft experience, so they don't put live games onto the sales floor, even into the security cases. But in that situation, we're giving you dummy cards to put into those security cases to be put out on the sales floor. And of course, you will get the new Destiny 2 pre-sale cards. Once you successfully logged in into Lilo, you will want to walk over to the gaming department and find this display. Step number 2 is asking you to remove the right and the left side panels using the provided Allen key. Okay, so once you remove the left and the right side panel, you will want to destroy the old panels. Next, you will want to perform step 3, which is to update the video content simply by swapping out the SD card. In order to do this step, you will find the power strip located right here. You will want to turn the power off. The SD card is exposed. You'll want to gently pull it out and put the new card with the label facing down. You'll want to insert it into the SD card slot until you feel some resistance. Once you do that, simply turn the power strip back on, and a good indicator that everything is successfully functioning is a white loading screen with Activision logo on it, and the new VPP part number will end in 71. And here's that loading screen that you want to see. If for some reason that video did not start playing and you see something like no signal found or something like that, you want to make sure that the ACT light is flashing green. If for some reason you have any issues, you want to turn off the power strip. Make sure that the HDMI cable is securely connected, power is connected, and then basically just reseat the SD card. And again, make sure to push it in until you feel resistance, and try it again until you get the white loading screen to come on. If you have any issues, feel free to call us from the store. Our 800 number is on the manual. For step number 4, you will be placing the new Call of Duty and Destiny 2 side panels on this display behind the acrylic covers. And you will be reusing the screws that you originally took off. Again, make sure Call of Duty is on the left and Destiny card is on the right. Just to clarify that these are not going to be white at your store. Again, this because the assets are confidential, we can't show them in the video, but Destiny will have artwork on it, and it will face this way on the right, and then Call of Duty is on the left. Now let's do step 5. For this step, you will be working on these 4 back hooks. This is the old Destiny 2 cards. You want to make sure you pull all of them off the display. You'll want to destroy them and throw them into the trash. Again, they clearly say beta on them. On the new ones, you'll want to place 4 per pack hook. Only in these 4 spots. As you will see at the store, the other spots are designated for other things. Here you're supposed to have Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies Chronicles card, Call of Duty Pre-Sale cards, Control Freak should be here, and Season Pass and digital currency over here. These are all called out in your manual. Please make sure that those other cards are there as well, as we will be auditing them for placement. For this step, make sure in your pack, we shipped you 24 total cards. Make sure to use 16 on this display, and you want to save 8 for step number 7. For step number 6, you want to double check, make sure this display is in order. Check the functionality, make sure the screen is playing video. Make sure that the audio is coming from the bottom speakers. If that is an issue, try troubleshooting. If you can't fix it on site, call us from the store and we will try and help you with your issue. Next, you want to double check that the baskets are fully stocked with games. The order of the games is printed on the backer card that's behind the games, so it tells you what should go where. If for some reason the games are not in baskets, go over to the inline sections and see if these games are available and place them here. Make sure the magnetic graphic is centered and below the TV. Sometimes we see it placed here or here. Definitely when we're approving your final photo of this display, we want to see it centered under the TV. And as stated before, make sure this side is straightened, everything's pulled forward and looks neat and organized. For step number 7, you will need a blue shirt assistance. Some stores are going through what's called a transformation, and the gaming department is being changed over. That's why for step number 7, the 8 new Destiny 2 pre-sale cards that you will have to place, ask a blue shirt where they would like them placed. We give you a suggestion in the manual of possible locations where they will ask you to place them. In those sections, most likely you will find the old beta Destiny 2 cards. These cards, if you find them, destroy them and throw them into the trash, and place the new Destiny 2 cards in their location. For step number 8, you will be auditing the newly released Activision games. These are the Crash on PS4, Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered on PS4 and Xbox One. These games should be on the sales floor. Activision wants you to make sure that there's something on the sales floor that shows to customers that these games are available. So please, if you cannot find these games on the sales floor, ask a blue shirt to look up the SKU number. They're given to you in the manual, and if they are in stock, there should be something on the sales floor. Now, if the store says that they're a security store and they do not put out games, even in security cases, onto the sales floor, that's why we gave you these dummy cards. Show them the dummy cards, ask them to grab a couple of security cases from the back and put them inside of the security cases, and now they can be safely put onto the sales floor. Hopefully this experience will be very positive for you by having these dummy cards, and please provide us the feedback on the approval page, because the approval page looks like a survey. You want to make sure to fill out the answer for each of these games based on the experience at that store. To explain that a little bit further, for example, the Crash, if the game was on the sales floor upon arrival, you'll want to check that box. Make sure to fill in the box fully, because when we're auditing your approval pages, it will help us clearly identify your answers. However, if you use the dummy card to put up on the sales floor, indicate that box. If you had an out of stock experience or something like that, check other and explain your answer by writing in your answer. The last step is step number 9. We're asking you to locate the Blizzard digital card fixture within the gaming department. There's a photo of what it looks like in the manual. If you cannot locate it, ask a blue shirt where this display is located, and they will point you in the right direction. If this display is not at the store, simply go back to this display and take another picture from a different angle so we can share that with our client. At the end of your visit, you want to make sure that you collect the store manager's signature and make sure the store manager answers 3 questions that we outlined for him or her. Make sure to fill out the approval page completely and fully. Make sure you have all of your correct photos. Upload everything onto Field Nation as soon as possible so we can review it, give you feedback, and approve it for payment. On behalf of everyone here at In-Store Focus, we want to thank you for watching. Thank you for doing our work orders. We wish you good luck. And again, if you have any questions, please give us a call before you start the project. As part of our appreciation, we're including some free Guitar Hero sunglasses in your kits. These are for you to either give away or to use however you feel.